All right, thanks, guys. And we have a very special guest here for our halftime report. We have the Maroon Club Male Scholar Athlete of the Year, Andrew Chuma. Andrew, it's a pleasure to have you on the broadcast today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Andrew, you are a senior on the football team. You're a defensive lineman. You're also an economics major. So definitely not shy to the pressure that goes into being a student athlete here on Lafayette. And this has been a big honor for you, I'm assuming. What does it mean to you to be named the Male Scholar Athlete of the Year by the Maroon Club?
Yeah, I think it's a special honor. The event that they held in this gym actually was the Friday right before the Lehigh game. And so it was obviously special to kind of see all of that culminate, all of the efforts throughout the years kind of culminate right before my last game against Lehigh on Saturday. But it's a special award. I mean, it really highlights consistency throughout 4 years of just working hard on the field and off the field. So yeah, special.
And you were a senior leader on this team so far this season. What was the biggest thing that you did in order to lead an example for some of the younger players on the team?
Yeah, like I said, it's really just consistency. You don't really have to go out there and do anything special or anything overachieve. You just kind of have to be a consistent guy, and that means a consistent person off the field as well, and that translates both ways, so yeah.
You have quite the resume for those who don't know. A 3.95 GPA, a couple internships in your past, student athlete advisory committee, plenty of things. The list goes on and on. So how have you been able to kind of balance that as well as being a top athlete here?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of hard work and a lot of late nights. And I think you have to kind of, playing football actually helps with the school aspect of it, in my opinion, because it really makes your schedule very demanding, and it really makes you allocate each period of time to being efficient and doing work at the right time. And so I think being able to kind of get that time management aspect of it down has really helped. But I mean, football to me hasn't really been like a job. It's just been something that's like fun. So I don't look at it as like, oh, I have to go practice and then go do homework. It's like, yeah, like sometimes, you know, school gets tiring, but for me, football is kind of like that other element that was like almost an escape for me. So it's been a great experience so far.
Your season ended a couple of weeks back, but take us through a normal day for you as far as football activities and academics go.
Yeah, so I mean, it's more than 9 to 5. Basically, it's you know, you wake up and go to class all day, and you go to the library in between, and then you know, practice. The athletic day kind of starts and ends from 4 to 7. And so you're basically, you know, practice, meetings, film, lifting, whatever it might be during that time. And then after that, you go to dinner, and by like 8 o'clock or so, you're back in the library doing homework if you need to, or whatever you need to be doing. So they're definitely long days, and so I think that aspect of it has kind of prepared me, or will prepare me for, you know, moving forward in the professional world.
We talked before this that football has been a big part of your life. Your father playing college football up at UMass, and now this is going to be the first time in your life where you aren't on the field. What are your emotions like thinking about that?
It's bittersweet. I mean, you know, reflecting back these last few weeks, obviously it's sad that the sport is over. Yeah, I'm no longer going to be able to play because, you know, like a lot of people say, like football is one of those sports where you can't just throw on some shoes and get a ball and go play hoops or anything. You kind of have to, you know, have pads and everything. And so I think it's a bittersweet moment. Like it's nice to be able to reflect back and see some accomplishments that I've been able to have, and you know, the achievements I've been able to have. But in general, you know, I think it's you know, I'm glad to be finished with it in a positive manner.
Now, graduation, it's still a couple months away, but it's still right around the corner. And we talked before about how you have already accepted a job offer. Can you tell us what that job entails?
Yeah, so I'll be working at Citi and Investment Banking on the leveraged finance team. So basically what it means is I was working this past summer as an intern there, and I got a job offer from that. And it's actually working with a lot of Lafayette alumni, so that's kind of how I got the position. And it's pretty cool because basically I'm working with a lot of other, you know, former athletes of Lafayette and of other programs. And so it's cool to be able to kind of take the mindset, or at least the competitiveness on the field and in the classroom, and kind of carry that over to the real world.
Okay, great. So the Leopard Pride will surely be at Citi for sure. And we want to thank you, Andrew, so much for joining us on today's halftime show. Gary and John, back to you guys.
Nice job, Olivia, and certainly that is the epitome of a scholar athlete here at Lafayette.